If you absolutely must have a Dodge Hellcat that also happens to be a Jeep Grand Cherokee, you'd better have learned a thing or two about saving money, because the Trackhawk is going to pillage your wallet. The 707 horsepower 2018 Jeep Grand Cherokee Trackhawk will go on sale in the fourth quarter of 2017 with a base price of $85,900, which does not include $1,095 in destination charges. That's a hair over $20,000 more than the next most powerful Grand Cherokee, the $66,895 SRT, which has a paltry 475 horsepower. For those of you keeping track at home, this means the Trackhawk will cost more than the Dodge Demon. That may seem like a lot of money, and it is, but in context, it's not an obscene number that was made up out of nowhere. Looking at its competitive set, the BMW X5M, Porsche Cayenne Turbo and Range Rover Sport SVR start in the six-figure range, and lag behind the Trackhawk in performance. Then again, those cars all carry interiors worth the money, given the higher starting prices of their base variants. That shouldn't come as a surprise, though. Until this specific car came along, I don't know how many buyers were cross-shopping BMW X5s and Porsche Cayennes with the Jeep Grand Cherokee. There are parallels, sure, but considering them all equals is a bit of a stretch. The Trackhawk's figures look right at home among not very old supercars. With 707 horsepower heading to all four wheels, it'll hit 60 mph in 3.5 seconds and cross the quarter mile in 11.6. Given enough runway, the Trackhawk can hit 180 mph. It can also tow 7,200 pounds, which is something a supercar definitely can't do. So, from one side, it's a performance bargain, and Jeep will probably sell every single one it can produce. But on the other side, it's a sport utility vehicle riding on a tweaked 2011 Mercedes-Benz platform, developed during the Daimler Chrysler era, mind you, that costs $86,000. It's Schrodinger's SUV, existing in a state of quantum superposition, being both sensibly priced and somewhat insane at the same time.
A new special edition Nissan Navara has been revealed and is on sale in the UK now, limited to 400 examples and priced from £35,065. Called the Navara Trek -1 degree, it's based on the range-topping double-cab Tecna version of Nissan's pickup truck, but introduces styling tweaks and additional standard equipment. Black sports styling bars are a part of the package, alongside 6-spoke 18-inch alloy wheels finished in gloss black and a durable load bed cover made from high-grade plastic. It hides a bed featuring a load bed divider and liner. Finishing off the styling tweaks is a pair of forward-facing LED spot lamps, attached to the top section of the styling bars at the back. Given that it's based on the range-topping Tecna truck, it also benefits from an infotainment system with built-in satellite navigation and DAB digital radio, a 360-degree round-view monitor, rear parking sensors and LED headlights. Driver assists are a part of the package too, such as forward emergency braking, hill descent control plus hill start assist. Leather, Heated front seats plus an 8-way adjustable driver's seat are on the options list, alongside a power sunroof, tow bar and differential lock. Although the Navara Trek 1°S styling tweaks take on a black theme, it'll be available in pearlescent white as well as in the metallic black scheme pictured. Under the bonnet sits a 2.3-liter turbo diesel 4-cylinder, producing 187 bhp. A 6-speed manual gearbox made it to an all-wheel drive system as standard, but a 7-speed automatic is on the options list.
In the sweltering summer heat, even a few minutes locked in a hot parked car can prove extremely dangerous for children. Unfortunately, people are still leaving them and they're helpless. Nissan has tackled the issue head-on by introducing a feature that uses its rear door to know when you may have left some precious cargo in the back seat of a parked Nissan, alerting the driver to go back and double-check. Developed by Nissan engineers Elsa Foley and Marlene Mendoza, the idea came to Mendoza when she left a pan of lasagna in her car's back seat one day, apparently leaving quite an aroma that lasted for days. Mendoza, being a mother of 3, wondered what would have happened if she had forgotten more than lasagna in her car that day. Hence, the rear door alert was born. The system monitors the rear door switches at the beginning and end of a trip to determine whether or not something, or more crucially, someone, may be left back there as the driver walks away. The critical use case here, presumably, is if the rear door was opened and closed at the beginning of the journey, but not the end. In that event, the Nissan alerts the driver first with a display on the dash, then a series of distinctive chirps of the horn. Nissan said the feature will come as standard on 2018 Albanian Lex Pathfinder crossovers due out this September and will make its way, eventually, to other Nissan products. Of course, not everybody who buys a Nissan regularly hauls children around, so the system can easily be disabled or configured. For single and childless people that do decide to leave it on though, I guess it means way fewer instances of going back to retrieve forgotten Amazon packages thrown in the backseat or, you know, mother-prepared pans of lasagna.
With temperatures at their summer peak, the U.S. Senate is pushing a bill that would require automakers to include rear seat alarm technology. Child advocates are hoping that such a reminder will prevent parents from leaving a child in the rear seat of a hot car. Today Nissan announced it is ahead of the game with the new Rear Door Alert, RDA. The technology detects if the rear door was open prior to starting the car. If the door is not reopened after the car is put in park and the ignition turned off, it sets off a series of warnings. First, a visual warning is given in the gauge cluster. If the driver doesn't respond, the car will take it one step further and give the horn a series of chirps. For those of us who use the back seat just for groceries, gym bags and other non-living items, RDA can be configured or turned off completely from the instrument cluster. GM also offers a similar technology, called Rear Seat Reminder, with a visual alert in the gauge cluster and 5 chimes, similar to a seatbelt warning. Nissan's decision to use the horn as the audible warning takes it up a whole other level. More than 24 child and safety groups support the Nissan bill in the Senate. Advocacy group Kids in Cars says that since 1998, an average 37 children per year that have died due to heat stroke from being left in a car. That's one every 9 days. Nissan's Rear Door Alert will debut as standard fare on the 3-row 2018 Pathfinder when it goes on sale in September. Expect it to roll out on other models in the coming years.
You can get the full-size Nissan Titan pickup with a Cummins diesel engine, but you can still get it with the 5.6-liter V8 that made it popular in the first place. We tested the diesel last year and it was a great truck-motor combo, but there is something comforting about the good old 8-cylinder under the hood. This week, we'll kick the tires on the 2017 Nissan Titan V8. Under the hood is the aforementioned 5.6L V8 you've come to love applied here in the Nissan Armada SUV. It's also available in some of the other work truck applications. Power is rated at 390 horsepower and 394 pound-foot of torque, mated to a 7-speed automatic and auto 4-wheel drive. Stepping on the throttle produces a satisfying growl and kick in the seat as you are launched forward. Also, the 7-speed auto is very well behaved and slides through the gears effortlessly. Exterior styling is aggressive and pronounced. It's got a chrome mesh grille for the Platinum Reserve trim and looks a bit too flashy for my personal taste. The blue and gray color scheme on the loaner is a winning combo, though. For a full-size, 4-door pickup, this is a tall and beefy vehicle. You'll need to practice in some parking lots to get your feel where everything is located. Inside is fit for a king, but that's par for the course when you are in this level of pickup. Everything is leather, the tech is top-notch, and the feeling of importance abounds. These trucks are becoming mobile offices for project managers, site coordinators, and owners of construction companies. People seem to want something capable on the worksite but also as comfortable as the office for when they need to work in the field. The one thing my wife commented on was the old-style gear selector up on the steering wheel stalk, just like the old Chevys. It's got push-button start-stop, Bluetooth, and the whole shebang, but the old-style shifter is nostalgic. Legroom is plenty anywhere you look, front or back. You will never need to ask someone to adjust. My loaner was the crew cab version with 4 full doors, which works well for my family in getting the kiddos in and out. Car seats attach with no problem, and they love sitting up high. I was able to haul some furniture and other odds and ends while I had the truck, but nothing too massive. There is a small step that folds from the corner of the bumper to allow easier access, and it does function well. On the road, the V8 is plenty of power and it handles urban driving pretty well. These trucks are becoming more of a family vehicle as well as a contributor on the job site. You can load this with work material, log into your laptop and charge something while you work in the field. Or you can load up the family, pack your luggage and head to the coast. When driving, it feels like a large SUV, but when you hit rough terrain and potholes, you are reminded of the truck frame underneath. I enjoy pickup trucks and will most likely have a smaller truck in my life soon, but for folks looking for a loaded full-size V8 truck, the Titan deserves a fair shake. Nissan claims 18 mpg average, and I was able to manage 19.5 during my test drive. Final cost for the Platinum Reserve is $56,595.